Rantaro wishes for some comic books. Look, he's about to stop being Cheeseburger Rantaro and just be freaking Timmy Turner Rantaro because he's making some dumb wishes, you guys. The only other person who I think has used the wish ring is like Togami, and he wished somebody out of existence. And Rantaro's here wishing for rabbit ears, comic books, and cheeseburgers. Which sounds delightful, so I don't blame him. Good people, your United States Aviators here once again with more Danganronpa Hunger Games on this fine day in the year of the Aviator. Ladies and gentlemen, a couple of you guys, I think maybe just one of you, a couple, some of you, you guys have wanted this. It is the Weapons Matter Hunger Games. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's comments somewhere, at least one comment, pop it, thank you me in editing. I know that must have been hard to find, but I'm glad you did. I found it before this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a bunch of characters, and I gave them weapons that best fit their character, and I'll explain them a little bit as we go through. So, without further ado, let's just introduce the Weapons Matter team. It's a singular, non-versus Hunger Games, nobody's affiliated, and we even have the people who won in the preseason, or some of them at least, in this game, and they have their little grenades, so maybe they'll be able to take home a victory because of that grenade. Let's find out. Togami starts things off at the top. He's got a handgun, which I kind of feel like represents, you know, what is it? The megaphone. Yeah, the thing where he shot the Monokumas in the game. Yes, Ultra Despair Girls. Yes, I love that game. I truly do. It's Ultra Despair Girls, low key one of my favorite Danganronpa games. It's probably above. I don't want to say it's above the actual games, but I did like it. I don't think it gets enough love. Junko has a rocket launcher because that's just chaotic. Chihiro won a preseason game and gets a grenade. Hifumi gets an ancient scepter because that feels very, very fan-fiction-y. Mukuro gets herself a handgun. Freaking Sayaka gets a grenade because I forgot that she won a freaking preseason game. Ugh. Wizard Robe Hajime gets himself a magic wand because, let's be honest, the ultimate wizard should always have a magic wand and his lovely wizard robe. Gundam gets a pet turtle. If only I could give him all of the pets in the world. Chiaki gets herself a grenade because she also won preseason or postseason. I keep switching between the two. I need to make a decision. Eventually, it's not gonna happen. Fuyuhiko gets himself a handgun. Ibuki gets a flamethrower because she had that flamethrower guitar. I don't know if anyone remembers, but I remember it. It was hot, literally. Peko gets herself a sword because she is the sword knight and she is coming off of a big one. Can she get another one? Himiko has herself a magic wand. Makes sense, doesn't it? The ultimate mage gets herself a magic wand. Cheeseburger Rantaro gets the item that gave him the cheeseburgers that made him a meme, the wish ring. Maki gets a grenade because she won in preseason, postseason, preseason. We'll say preseason. It makes sense that it would be going into the season. It is now officially preseason, you guys. I've made up my mind. Kibo gets a laser gun. That's one of his new upgrades. Ryoma gets a pet tiger to represent the cat that is lovingly missing him as he is in jail, but he's free in my mind. Kaito gets a bow, the one that Maki helped teach him to put together. Komaru gets a slingshot because, look, I love Komaru. I probably should have given her a handgun like Togami, but you know, she's got a slingshot. In fact, I should probably give Fuyuhiko a slingshot. That's pretty much a meme at this point. You know what? I don't think I've done this in the game. You guys are seeing it right now, firsthand. We're switching. Slingshot Fuyuhiko, first of all, official meme. Slingshot Fuyuhiko is definitely a thing. But let's go back down. Shuichi gets himself a sword because he will cut through your words. Makoto gets a shotgun because it's full of truth bullets. Kotoko, Master of the Dark Arts, became a Master of the Dark Arts thanks to the Ancient Scepter. Daisaku, the Ultimate Farmer, gets a pitchfork. Munakata gets a sword because, let's be honest, his sword, even though he was totally insane in Danganronpa 3, his sword was mighty epic. And the Great Gozu won in preseason and gets himself a grenade, and those are the Weapons Matter crew. Let me know if you think I missed anybody who deserves one of the weapons that are in this murder game simulator. I wish they would add more weapons. I think they're still working on things. They are still working on things for the simulator. So if things happen throughout the time that I do these Hunger Games, I'll be excited to see more. But tell me who's got your favorite weapon combination. Is it Junko with her rocket launcher? Could it be Gundam with his pet turtle? Is it Maki with her grenade, even though, you know, whatever. Kaito with his bow? Or Shuichi cutting through your words? We'll find out. You guys tell me which is your favorite. Tell me who you think is gonna win, and tell me who you think is gonna lose, because we got ourselves probably a very chaotic Hunger Games ahead of us. And I'll tell you my picks too. And I'm not going to not gonna do anything crazy, not gonna pause it. Not today. You guys aren't gonna catch me today. Do I have anything? Yeah, I got something here. I got a kazoo. I'll play you guys a lovely melody, some waiting music while you guys Okay, that's enough of that. I hope you guys enjoyed that beautiful serenade by me, but I will tell you what is my favorite combination? Look, look guys, I do love Wizard Robe Hajime, but do I want to give it to Wizard Robe Hajime? I feel like I'm very proud of Kaito and the bow. I think I have to go Kaito and the bow for my favorite combination. Because, you know, I almost forgot that, you know, they put a bow together, and I was like, oh, that's sweet, taking it apart and putting it back together, even though it was eventually a part of a murder. But we won't talk about that one. So, I go Kaito for my favorite combination. For loser, I think I'm gonna go for... I'm gonna go for... Hajime. Hajime is gonna come in last, and it's gonna be sad, but it's gonna be okay because the Ultimate Wizard will reign in the losers bracket. In terms of the winner though, I think it's finally time for Mukuro to take her shine. She almost got the win yesterday, but today is her day, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, hopefully your picks do alright. Hopefully mine do better. They won't. I got lucky in the first episode and I don't believe in my picks anymore. I think the jinx has finally come back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just start it off. Let's proceed. It's round one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As the tributes stand on their podiums, there are no podiums and there are no horns, but I will sound them anyway. Sound the horns. I'm just gonna put it back. I know it's so loud. Microphone's right. I'm sorry. I apologize to you, microphone, to you guys. But let's get this thing started. It's round one. Peko doesn't know yet how bad things are going to get. The Great Go. That one is just so ominous. I've probably read it before, like a handful of times, but the fact, it just, I don't know, it hit me that time. The Great Gozu stares off into the distance. Kaito spots something shiny in the distance. Maki wishes she could go home. Freaking Sayaka duels it out with Himiko. Himiko bites the dust. Ladies and gentlemen, is this justice? Probably not, because she got last place, but that does mean she has a shot to be in the finale. Ladies and gentlemen, Himiko makes it into the losers bracket. It both hurts, but is also okay. She deserves a win, but now she could win it all if she doesn't get one. Ladies and gentlemen, Himiko made it into a bracket. Today is the day. Who knew? Ibuki finds some tactical armor and equips it. It provides optimal protection for her whole body without sacrificing flexibility. At least she's got a minor edge in this competition already. Komaru does something really cute. Oh, Komaru, I hope it's your time too. I probably just jinxed you. I'm sorry, Komaru. Rantaro doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Junko seems unshaken by any of this. Munakata swooshes the air with his sword. Mukuro won't die like the others. Only one person died, Mukuro. Makoto reloads his shotgun just in case. With a flick of his ancient scepter, Hifumi turns Kibo into a sheep. If only Sheep Franklin Sonia was in this episode. Ryuma's pet tiger purrs softly. Daisaku gently pets Kibo, who is a sheep. I guess that makes sense. He's a farmer and he was like, ah, sheep. This reminds me of my farming days. Hajime tries to kill Ibuki, but thank God her combat armor diverts the blow. Shuichi wonders about the future. Chiaki doesn't hope she doesn't have to harm anyone. She's got hope, you guys. Chihiro is thinking about plans to get out of here. Gundam 6 his pet turtle on Maki. Maki gets stomped to bits and never saw it coming. You would think that she would see the slow turtle coming, but nope. That turtle's faster than you think. Faster than Ryoma's pet tiger, actually. You didn't know that, I did. Kibo, who is a sheep, grazes peacefully. Fuyuhiko sets down a trap. Togami finds us all below his concern, and can we get that Phoenix Wright suspense music? Thank you, editing me. Kotoko calls Arcane Fury down on Munakata, her ancient scepter beaming with inner rage. Munakata quivers strangely, then gets taller and taller, and thinner, until he becomes just a line and disappears. Ladies and gentlemen, Kotoko, Master of the Dark Arts, is already proving her name to be true. We've got Claire de Lune, we've lost 3. Ladies and gentlemen, hit it up. Himiko. Maki. Munakata. And we've got 22 remaining. 3 dead. I'm just glad Himiko made it into a bracket, because for some reason I just kept thinking she would be so close to the end or so close to the beginning every single time, but she's made it into one. That's gonna make a lot of people pretty happy. That's like semi-justice for #semi-justice for Himiko. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for round 2. Daisaku gets caught in one of Fuyuhiko's trap. What a stupid mistake, he should have known better. Now all he can do is hope to be freed. Chihiro eats something he shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Poor boy, the ultimate. Hopefully he can claim a victory soon enough. Togami ambushes the Grey Gozu and kills him. Rest in peace, the Grey Gozu. Kotoko finds a shotgun. I don't think that that's better than your ancient scepter, but you can use it. You're thinking about the damage you can do. Maybe if you combine it with your shotgun. Chiaki twiddles her thumbs. Rantaro ponders about how best to use his wish ring. Junko doesn't care much for this place. Kibo is a sheep and grazes peacefully. Ryoma thinks of a dark poem. Makoto reloads his shotgun again, just in case, even though he's taken 0 shots. No shots. Shoot your best shot, Makoto. Shoot your best shot. I guess Kyoko isn't here, so there's no one to shoot your shot with, but shoot your best shot against, on someone. Shuichi looks around for stuff to scrounge. Kaito is practicing pulling his bowstring back. Hifumi doesn't really understand what's happening. Peko sizes her muscles. Mukuro and Togami duel it out. Guns drawn. 2 shots are fired, but Togami falls over. Dead. Rest in peace, Togami. Ibuki practices some strategic move in her combat armor. Fuyuhiko uses a slingshot to pelt Kotoko with rocks, which is more annoying than anything. Ladies and gentlemen, slingshot Fuyuhiko. I didn't make a mistake. This is great. Thank you, Fuyuhiko. I hope you win again, let's be honest. Komaru gathers ammo for her slingshot. Gundam's pet turtle does a pretty impressive trick. Freaking Sayaka looks for someone dumb enough to believe her, and Hajime decides to put Kibo out of his sheep misery. Ladies and gentlemen, is there any coming back from being a sheep? That's something I want to know. I'm sure some of you guys know in the comments, so if you know, tell me. But while you're telling me, listen to this beautiful Claire de Lune for Chihiro, the Great Gozu, Togami, Kibo. And if we click next round, if we proceed, we'll see, we have 18 remaining, and it's round 3. Makoto's twiddling his thumbs. Kaito feels sorry for Daisaku and frees him from the trap. What a guy. Junko loves the way her rocket launcher feels on her shoulder. Gundam finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. Kotoko polishes her ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. Shuichi tries to kill freaking Sayaka, but freaking Sayaka retaliates and kills him instead. Freaking Sayaka. Someone needs to get rid of her, you guys. I'm putting the bounty out. Hajime shakes his magic wand, but it seems to have used up the last of its magic. The star at the tip has grown dull and useless. Hajime tosses it aside. Could this be the end of Wizard Robe Hajime? His magic is gone. This is a sad day. Ibuki really wants to use her flamethrower though. Togami's corpse is dead. Fuyuhiko won't die like the others. Komaru's being adorable as always. Hifumi hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Ryoma plays fetch with his pet tiger. That's adorable. Mukuro can't wait to kill again. Peko slices the air with her sword. Chiaki eats something she shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Freaking Sayaka finds some leather scraps, just enough to patch together some rudimentary clothing. It looks rather caveman-like. Rantaro ponders about how best to use his wish ring still, and Daisaku twiddles his thumbs. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 people gone. Claire de Lune 4. Shuichi, Chiaki, and there's 16 people left. I'm not too worried yet, but Sayaka's still in. So let's click next round and hope that she's the first one out on this day. She's not. Oh no. Fuyiko sets down a trap. Makoto reloads his shotgun just in case, but Hifumi gets caught in one of Fuyuhiko's traps. Now all he can do is hope to be freed. Kaito looks around for stuff to scrounge. Ibuki doesn't really understand what's happening, but she's got tactical armor, so she's enjoying life right now. Tactical armor Ibuki is just loving life. If she wins, she's an official meme, you guys. Now a lot's on her shoulders. Ryoma thinks about a dark poem. Junko seems unshaken by any of this, but in the midst of his thoughts of a dark poem, Sayaka tosses her live grenade at Ryoma, who is literally blown to smithereens. Rantaro doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Mukuro aims her handgun in the distance. Gundam finds a pitchfork, which she figures is great for lobbing at enemies. Komaru gathers ammo for her slingshot with a flick of her ancient scepter. It looks like Kotoko turns Hajime into a sheep. Ladies and gentlemen, Hajime is a sheep and he doesn't do much. It could be the end of the magical run for Wizard Robe Hajime. Daisaku stares into the distance and Peko really just wants it to end already. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost one. Let's get a quick clarity loon for the ultimate tennis pro himself. Ryoma. He's still got a long way to go. But we've got a long way of the season to go, so maybe he will pick up a win before it's all said and through. Next round, let's proceed. Hajime. Ba softly, because he is a sheepy boy. Man, let me tell you. Sonya would be having a field day. A field day. The sheep wrangling Sonya herself would have a field day if she was here today, but she is not, unfortunately. Freaking Sayaka's wearing leather scraps and is a sight to behold. I really don't think it's that much of a sight to behold. Junko tries to kill Ibuki, but Ibuki's combat armor diverts the blow. Stop trying to kill Ibuki, please. Junko, I know you're a part of the squad, but I kinda do want Ibuki to win. Tactical armor Ibuki is avoiding everything at all costs, and now she even has a slingshot. She is a part of the slingshot gang. Gundam wonders how far he can throw his pitchfork. Togami is still dead. Fuyiko catches a strange glow in the corner of his eyes and discovers an ancient scepter and is now extremely dangerous. Arcane magic courses through his body as his fingers touch the carved wood. Mukuro wants things to end already once and for all with Junko, and Junko is dead. She kills her own twin sister. This is the revenge that she's been waiting for. Komaru gently pets Hajime, who is a sheep. Bye. Kaito practices pulling back his bowstring. Hifumi gets caught in the trap. He's still caught in the trap. But Makoto decides to put Hajime out of his sheepy misery, you guys. Daisaku hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Peko still sizing her muscles. She's trying to be the buff knight too, but that's not gonna work. Kotoko looks for someone dumb enough to believe her because she's Kotoko, master of the dark arts. Rantaro ponders about how best to use his wish ring. He's still thinking, and I'm afraid that he's gonna be like, yes, cheeseburgers. Junko and Hajime both died, but let's give them a quick Claire de Lune for it. Junko. Hajime. And we are almost halfway through the field. Let's go ahead and go next round. 13 people remain. We are almost at our final 10. Will your pick make it to the final 10, or are they already super far gone? We'll find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's round 6. Togami is still dead, but who else joins him? Because, oh wow, we need that music again. Can you hit me up with that music one more time? Thank you. Kotoko calls Arcane Fury down on Kaito, her ancient scepter beaming with an inner rage. Kaito combusts into thousands of fiery butterflies. Kotoko's really on a roll. Master of the Dark Arts is not a misnomer. She is wreaking havoc on this field. Ibuki still wants to use her flamethrower girl. You got it. You use it. Do it. Rantaro wishes for some comic books. Look, he's about to stop being Cheeseburger Rantaro and just be freaking Timmy Turner Rantaro because he's making some dumb wishes, you guys. The only other person who I think has used the wish ring is like Togami, and he wished somebody out of existence. And Rantaro's here wishing for rabbit ears, comic books, and cheeseburgers. Which sounds delightful, so I don't blame him. Hifumi was struggling in the trap and cut himself pretty bad. He's now bleeding out. Gundam lobs his pitchfork at Himiko, killing him instantly, but Peko's still in the game, so you might want to run Gundam. Peko somehow finds a bunch of tactical armor, tactical combat gear, and equips it. It's providing optimal protection for her body without sacrificing any flexibility. Sayaka's being adorable as always. She's not really that I guess, you know what? I thought she was adorable before she stabbed me in the back. Not literally, but almost literally, let's be honest. Mukuro somehow finds a suit of medieval armor and puts it on. It gleams with a dazzling shine, but let's not forget that Makoto continues to reload his shotgun, just in case. Maybe it just keeps unloading it and reloading it. Makoto, I don't know what you're doing, but if it gets you the win, hey, more power to you. Komaru feels sorry for Hifumi and frees him from the trap. Daisaku hums a song to himself. We're not at our final 10 yet, but we did lose 2, ladies and gentlemen. Eclair de Lune 4. Kaito. Fuyuhiko. Okay. Next round. I'm interested. This is playing out pretty interestingly. It's been chaotic. It has been as chaotic as I thought it would be. That is admittedly true, but it's time for round 7. Rantaro doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Mukuro is determined to survive this. Daisaku thinks about what he did to end up here. Ibuki fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Komaru gathers ammo for her slingshot. Peko practices some strategic moves with her combat armor. Freaking Sayaka is wearing leather scraps and is a sight to behold. Gundam feeds his pet turtle some lettuce. Kotoko polishes her ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine, and Makoto catches a strange glow in the corner of his eyes. Oh no. Another one? Another one. An ancient scepter. Arcane magic courses through his body as his fingertips touch the carved wood. Ladies and gentlemen, still 11 remain, but with all of the dangerous weapons in now, there's so much death today. There's so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Mukuro tries to kill Komaru, but Komaru retaliates and kills her instead. Way to go, Komaru. Rantaro wishes he wasn't here. His wish ring shimmers for a second, and then nobody seems to remember Rantaro ever existed at all. Oh, that's terrifying. And even more terrifying, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get that music one more time? This is the most that I've used this music in an episode, by the way. Hit me up. Kotoko and Makoto have a merciless magic duel with their ancient scepters. Sparks and bolts fly every which way, until both opponents suddenly bulge out and explode in a puff of acrid smoke. Okay, yeah, alright. Okay, pretty terrible, yikes. Gundam 6's pet turtle on Komaru. Komaru. If anyone had to kill you, I'm glad it was Gundam, but Komaru, no. I feel like has this happened this season, but in the exact reverse order? Oh, it totally has. Oh man, RNG is really slapping me in the face today. Peko was swooshing the air with her sword. Daisaku hopes he doesn't have to harm anyone. Ibuki wasn't looking and fell off a cliff. Ibuki, you were so close. You were so close. Freaking Sayaka ambushes Daisaku and eviscerates him. Ladies and gentlemen, what a bloody day this was. Clair de Lune for so many today. Mukuro. Rantaro. Makoto. Kotoko. Komaru. Ibuki. Daisaku. And outside of our final 10 is Mukuro, so in our final 10 we had Rantaro in 10th, Kotoko in 9th, Makoto in 8th, Komaru in 7th, Ibuki in 6th, and Daisaku topping off the top 5 in 5th. We have freaking Sayaka, Peko, Gundam, who else? Oh, Hifumi, who's bleeding out. Oh god, it might be one of those days where nobody wins. That's uh-oh. So whoever got the most kills might be looking real good right now. We got 4 remaining. Let's proceed. Next round. Gundam spots something shiny in the distance. Freaking Sayaka tries to kill Peko, but Peko's knight armor diverts the blow. Peko feels strong enough to handle anything. Could she win 2 days in a row? That's never happened, but it could happen today. Ryoma's pet tiger rests on her owner's remains. Oh, that's so sad. Ibuki is dead and full of maggots. Oh, that's even worse. Let's proceed. Gundam's looking good in his bikini. I forgot that he was wearing one. Peko twiddles her thumbs. Chiaki's corpse is full of maggots. Freaking Sayaka looks for someone dumb enough to believe her. There aren't too many dumb people left. It's a battle of a previous winner, and by previous winner I mean very previously, very recent. Let's proceed. Sayaka can't wait to kill again. Freaking Sayaka. Peko swooshes the air with her sword. Gundam thinks of a dark poem. Ladies and gentlemen, this is worrisome. Hifumi's nowhere to be found. Freaking Sayaka does something really cute. Gundam finds some leather scraps just enough to patch together some rudimentary clothing. It looks rather caveman-like, and Peko just wants it to end already. Gundam still has his turtle. Peko still has her slicey sword. Hifumi should still have an ancient scepter, right? I think so. And Sayaka is weaponless, but she's gonna end up winning. I feel it. And if someone proves me wrong, please, the squad is begging you. Gundam wonders how far he can throw his pitchfork. Peko practices some strategic moves in her combat armor. Rantaro's dead, but freaking Sayaka tries to kill Peko, but her knight's armor diverts the blow. Next round again. Peko finds a handgun with just enough bullets to be useful. Gundam rests against his pet's turtle's flank, so he's just chilling right now. And freaking Sayaka puts on a bikini. Finds a lovely bikini and puts it on. She does put it on. It's quite revealing, so Gundam and Sayaka are both wearing bikinis, and Peko's just brandishing a gun. Interesting. Gundam lobs his pitchfork at freaking Sayaka, killing her instantly. Ladies and gentlemen, there has been nothing sweeter than one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character, getting the absolutely glorious KO kill on freaking Sayaka. She's out of here, which means she could still win if she has the most kills. I don't know who has the most kills, but Hifumi not being here is really rattling me. So he could end up just ruining it for everyone, or he could end up winning by just not showing up and just bleeding out in the corner. Let's get a Claire de Lune though, I'll be fair. For you. Freaking Sayaka. And we've got 3 left. So who's gonna win? Will it be Peko for the 2nd day in a row? Will it be Gundam, who has yet to claim a victory, or Hifumi, who never has made it this far, I don't think. So ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be an interesting battle. Let's proceed. Next round. Maki's dead. Peko is still sizing her muscles. Fuyiko's dead body is writhing with maggots. She must have caught a glimpse of it because it distracted her from her duel with Gundam. Peko bit the dust in it. Ladies and gentlemen, Claire de Lune 4. Peko. And so the first ever back-to-back winner thing will not happen today. We've had back-to-back weeks with, I think, Nakamaru. Did he win 2 weeks back-to-back? I think so. Yeah, he did. But here, it is Gundam versus Hifumi, and Hifumi's been nowhere to be seen. Where's Hifumi? He's still alive, right? He's the one that's still alive? Yes. Hifumi. But it looks like if they both did die, Sayaka's killed 4, but Gundam has killed 5. So it looks like if they both die, Gundam wins. But the only thing that could ruin this, you guys, is Hifumi coming just back to life and killing Gundam from behind. Let's proceed. Next round. Gundam wearing leather scraps is a sight to behold. Everyone else is dead except for Hifumi, who is just lurking about. Gundam finds a slingshot. How quaint. Hifumi's just lurking about, bleeding out. Gundam gathers ammo for his slingshot. Hifumi is lingering about. Gundam looks around for stuff to scrounge. Hifumi is lingering about, bleeding out. Gundam thinks about what he did to end up here. Hifumi lingers about, bleeding out. Should I do something about this? Should I just put them both in? No, they're both still alive though, but they're not on the same team, so it should just... Okay. Gundam uses a slingshot to pelt Hifumi with rocks, which is more annoying than anything, really. Hold on. The slingshot crew today has just been fantastic. Everyone who's got a slingshot today, congratulations, you win in your own right. But at least we know that he knows where Hifumi is. Next round. And he does nothing about it. If only he used his other weapon. If only he used his turtle, he would have a win. But instead, I'm freaking the freak out, man. I'm freaking the freak out. He flaunts his bikini next round. He thinks of a dark poem next round. He wonders how far he can throw his pitchfork next round. Gundam really doesn't want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Hifumi. Ladies and gentlemen, Claire de Lune for Hifumi. This was so stressful. Because you guys know how much I wanted this. This ending. The true ending. Finally. Finally. So without further ado, allow me to introduce to you all your winner of the Weapons Matter Hunger Games, Gundam Tanaka, the Supreme Overlord of Ice. Yes! Come on, you guys. This was so stressful. And I know some of you were rooting for Gundam too, so first of all, we made it. We made it together. We made it together. It took, what? It took how many? This is, I think, the 35th episode of the season. Not even of the season, I'm sorry, of the series. I've produced 35 of these episodes, and we finally got ourselves the Gundam win. It took a while, you guys, but he made it. He made it. Our baby boy made it. He had the most kills too, beating out Sayaka with 4, Kotoko had 3, but all 3 of Kotoko's kills, might I add, money. Her kills were great, terrifying. But Makoto had 2 kills, and there's the rest of the kills at the bottom, but guys, look. Gundam won, and it just doesn't get much better than this. Bring up the winner's bracket. There he is. Look at him. This episode's gonna make so many people happy. So many people are gonna be so full of joy because not only did Gundam win, but if we look at the loser's bracket, Himiko finally got something. She has a 50-50 shot of making it into the finale. I guess it's really I guess it's 50-50. Yeah, it's 50-50 shot. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. We made it. We made it, you guys. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just so pleased. I don't know. I'm speechless because I've been waiting so long for this Gundam win, and he finally did it. He did it. He made it. Stay classy, passengers. It is a great day in the year of the Aviator. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Hopefully, I think at the end, everyone was rooting for Gundam. I don't think anyone was really rooting for Hifumi, who was bleeding out, because I was afraid that Gundam would, like, fall off of a cliff and die, and Hifumi would just win with a gaping wound on his side, bleeding out. Or if they both would have died, I would have been alright, because I still would have given the win to Gundam, but this is the result that we've all been waiting for. I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna cut off. Stay classy, passengers. Toodaloo, flight crew. Good job, Gundam. I'm proud of you, my boy. Supreme Overlord of Ice.